It's another cold night in Cincinnati, and welcome back to another episode of Guy Party. Grab your cocoa and check out a butthole. I'm Brad Keller.
Stephanie.
Michael Benjamin.
Cody Kunis.
Chester.
Alright, so on this episode, I want to dive into hobo survival methods. Recently, I've been walking to work, and I've seen a lot of hobos sitting out in this negative degree temperature. I want to know how they survive. Cuteness, do you got anything with? I mean, like, how do you think these guys are surviving out in this bullshit?
I think they're on all liquid diets, and they're most likely just pissing themselves repeatedly to keep warm enough.
Just staying,
Dude,
come
it's
on.
a constant pissing contest with them.
So just peeing on themselves for warmth?
Precisely.
Do you think like they pee on themselves and cuddle other hobos that are also peeing on themselves, so it's a combination of lots of pee?
Or do you?
Well, I'm sure friction is definitely powering their generator.
Do you think they have like a hobo pee party? Like they pee on each other?
I would say there's 16 hobos in one cup.
16 hobos, one cup? but once you pee on the hobo, like the piss is going to feel
I'm not sure
good.
that's how this works.
But then it's gonna freeze.
Yeah, eventually it's going to turn cold and you're going to be damp.
It's gonna be like a
Not
Mountain Dew
with
slushy.
friction.
With friction, so they rub against each other and pee on one another?
Precisely. Repeatedly.
And trying to walk in pee pants. You create your own friction.
Well, you can only piss so much. Like, I mean, I can take down a case of beer and I might, like, wake up and pee 4 times throughout the night. Like,
But maybe if you're homeless, you could develop a skill to where you only pee a little bit and then cut it off. So you're rationing your piss. So you just pee a little bit, and then 15 minutes later pee a little bit more, and then 15 minutes later pee a little bit more.
it's kind of like the evolution of the hobo.
Right, exactly. So they've developed, like, maybe they have different dicks or different vaginas that pee differently than the rest of us.
So do you think, like, if you're born into a hobo situation, you will be a hobo and you kind of, like, develop, like, DNA strands to where you constantly piss to keep warm? It's like an adaptation?
I think it's much harder to be a homeless woman than it is a homeless man. I mean, think about that.
Well, a homeless woman could be like, I will suck your dick for a can of fucking
No,
vegetable
I'm saying that
soup.
what if they won't do that, and it's like that, they won't succumb to that? And
I think that depends
not
on
getting
age,
raped on a
too.
daily, where a man is always out there by himself, able to like overstrength, most women.
So you're saying, like, rape a woman to keep warm?
No.
But why do you think a woman...
Where does the pee come in?
I kind of want to go back to your statement. Like, why do you think age comes into factor with a woman to a hobo woman?
Like what we were saying, like a woman that's, like, let's just say a woman that's homeless that's in her, like, 20s or 30s that has some attractiveness, can get a guy to, like, they can go into a bar and get a guy, like, to take her home and have a place to crash for the night. But as an older woman isn't going to necessarily land a guy like that.
All right.
Okay. But now you're comparing apples to oranges. Same thing if you did like a hot guy or whatever, like it was homeless or whatever, to an ugly woman.
Women
I think
taking
if it was the
strays
average
all
person,
the time.
the average male versus the average female, like
all right. So
female's going to be more vulnerable.
Yeah, the 20 to 30 year old meth head hobos are going to probably have a warm place to stay. But, like, what about the male hobos?
So I think what Michael Benjamin is saying is the hot ones, even though they're homeless, girls would be like, you're homeless, but fuck, you're cute. I'll take you home, you smelly garbage-eating bastard.
No, well...
I don't see that. I can see a dude being like,
it can work either way, yeah, of course.
I can see a dude being like, you know what, you're homeless, but you're kind of hot. I'll take you home. I don't see it working the other way around. I really don't.
Cuteness.
I feel like females are sympathetic more so than males, and that could be, to Stephanie's point, that it's probably something that occurs on both sides.
All right, so, like, I walk in and I see a hobo that's sitting down, and the police officer pulls up to make sure he's still alive. And then, like, as I'm walking to work, but this is a male hobo, would you take this hobo into your home?
Into my home? No.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot though.
I know, but wasn't that what we were talking about? Like, us taking the hobos?
Giving them money, driving them to a shelter, letting them know where a shelter is, letting somebody know that this person is in need.
But that's the thing. it's freezing out. All right, so if I give them like $3 thinking like go get a fucking warm tomato soup, but they go and blow it on fucking crack.
Wait,
you know, like
that's the kind of
You
what
can get
would you
$3
do?
worth of crack.
well, I mean, it's going to add up as everyone
Wait.
walks to work.
Listen, that's the kind of what would you do kind of like scenario we should play out, like a hot guy versus a hot chick that's homeless, like for people, you know, and see who they give more to or help out more.
So Stephanie, from what you're saying,
That's a
I
good
get the
one.
impression that you're saying that women are more empathetic and want to help the homeless, whereas
Oh, no.
a dude might want to fuck the
Maternal
homeless.
instinct.
Right. So if dude is
And let's
like,
face
oh,
it,
I don't even
if-
think
I'll
I've
bring
seen
him
women
fuck
still
her.
like if that dude looks dangerous in any way, like women are trained and know not to like
I have seen
to get away
so
because they will hurt
many.
you.
I've never
Fine
seen a
women
dangerous
walk
dangerous
by
looking homeless person.
Have you ever
Really?
seen Hobo with a
You've never
shotgun?
seen a dangerous homeless person? Then you've not seen a real,
It's
you
just
know,
sad.
some bad.
It is sad, but they're
Character.
fucking nuts.
So-
Most of them.
So is it better?
Which is
saying
even
all the-
worse.
I'm not saying
'cause
that all the
that's
homeless
society
are
not
bad. I'm not
taking
saying
care
that
of
at all.
people.
Guys, can I
God
be serious
forbid,
for
I've been
one
homeless
moment?
before
Yes,
myself.
yes.
Alright, Cody.
I've been homeless myself before, so I know what it's like.
Light,
But I have
cuddly
a car
cuteness.
and everything.
I was just about to ask if any of us have ever been homeless.
Well, now Michael Benjamin, let's tell your
Oh,
story.
No, yeah.
Well,
Have any of us ever been homeless?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I can understand. I'm not. That's what I was saying. I'm not saying all the homeless are bad. I'm just saying that you've definitely had to have seen some kind of bad homeless person that looked like they would do anything, you know, to fucking get.
So
what
Michael
they need to
Benjamin, were you
survive.
like couch surfing homeless or
I was,
on the
like-
streets homeless?
I was on the street in my car, and I had my car. So I had my car at least, and that's what
Yeah, that's
I was so fortunate for that.
that's like 30% homeless.
yeah,
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That like I was very fortunate. I still had that.
Yeah, at least you had like a dome to shield
like some sort of
Arctic
shelter.
temperatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm very.
This
thankful for.
motherfucker, like as I was walking into work, he looked like he was frozen to the stop sign, and he had just like had this little cardboard. Like it was so cold, I literally couldn't even turn my fucking head. Like it was so cold. I wanted to throw the motherfucker $1. Like, dude, it is
I
too
feel
goddamn cold.
I feel like
Oh, yeah.
they have to like probably he was there during the day to collect money, but I feel like at night, especially because at night it gets colder,
yeah,
way colder.
dude, it was like -5.
Right. I
It
feel
was
like
-5 at 8 in the morning when I walked to work.
I feel like they either have to have like a place where there's like a fucking flaming barrel, or they have to find a place like an empty building to squat
yeah.
in.
The flaming and things are open 24 hours. There's
Like
gas
going to a
station.
store.
There's outdoor restrooms.
yeah,
there are
but
places to
gas
go.
stations run them off unless they're buying Milwaukee's best 40s.
Yeah, and that's where like you just fucking turn a blind eye to the fucking homeless guy in the restroom.
All right, but if you're running a Shell station, you have like 7 homeless motherfuckers passed out by the beef jerky.
I don't think they travel in packs on here.
They travel in packs. They got a fucking, they're like
Forget-
coyotes.
Are they
They got a
unionized?
cuddle and pee party on each other.
What homeless people should be, taking advantage of is the post offices that are left unlocked, like in lobbies of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously.
Squat somewhere.
There's places to go everywhere, and
They
know
have to
this.
squat. There's
That's
no
not
way.
that guy's first day fucking homeless.
Obviously, because I saw him on fucking Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And
He's got a system. He's got a place to go.
Every morning, I think Thursday it was 0 degrees when I was walking in at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I'm homeless, like, there's even a house that's, like, right down the street from me that's fucking condemned. I'm just going to bust into that motherfucker and sleep there overnight.
If I'm
Squat
homeless,
everywhere they can.
I'm hitchhiking to fucking
Try to do
Miami.
whatever you can.
See, that I've always wondered that, too.
Why
like,
don't they just? I
why
mean,
don't
you're
they go
homeless.
south?
Seriously.
Why don't they go
Just
south?
walk.
I don't
just
think-
start fucking walking south.
If you start walking in September, you'll get to Miami by, like, November.
Dude,
Well-
I've had a friend that hitchhiked all the way out to freaking San Francisco.
Exactly.
Well, this hobo I saw was like black. Do you think like they adapt like a thermal like regulator? Like they lay out in the sun when it hits 15 degrees and they like build body heat?
They're acclimated.
They're
Talking
acclimated.
about.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
Makes no
Like,
sense at all.
you know, like
I'm just throwing out theories here, buddy.
Also, they
Because
line their
we're
clothes
discussing
with
hobo
newspaper.
survival methods.
They stuff their clothes full of newspaper.
But what is the newspaper? I guess
I think that's got to work only to an extent.
Yeah.
Only to an extent, but like I said, it's not this first day homeless. He has a place to go.
I had a 15-minute walk to get to my building, and like I could feel my boxers freezing against my fucking thighs.
Yeah.
And he can endure way more shit than you can.
So
and
that's what I'm saying. Is there a gene developed?
If he
thermoregulate with his black?
I've seen this dude. I've seen this dude like
the same dude.
He's the number one like dude that can endure the coldest temperatures or whatever, and he goes in these mountains like all like in boxers.
Is it to do with like the beard and he's got the beard's frozen and
from,
shit?
Like the Netherlands.
Yeah, no, I know you're talking about.
Something like that, Sweden. One of them.
Yeah, and he like jumps into like the lakes and shit. Like
he goes on hikes way up in the mountains,
he just drinks his own
in the Himalayas and stuff, and like breathes with these dudes. He tries to get them all like him.
So I mean, I guess
he's got.
I think the human body is adaptive.
Record of all this stuff.
What is his theory behind it? Like, how does he do that?
Like, he's able to like.
Meditate.
Internally, like, be able to, like, adjust his temperature.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
Meditate all you want.
Like all the monks try to say.
When that shit is -5 fucking degrees, you're doing something.
It's like -40 up there, man.
Yeah, -40. I want to know what these fucking people are doing.
Well, it's like when you see games at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's like -10 degrees, and these dudes are out there with their fucking shirts off, like with
that's
like
beer.
That's adrenaline, and then that's alcohol.
And beer.
But how do you not get frostbite from that?
All right.
Or do you? Like, do you get titty frostbite?
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Titty frostbite.
But these people live in this fucking environment.
That's what I'm saying. Your body adapts, and maybe that's the whole. That's the advantage for a homeless person. Is that the human body
and
adapts.
You train.
I want a privileged motherfucker to go to one of these hobos and say, "Winter is coming."
I think we should start a service.
That's probably fucking.
Hire that guy to go around teaching these guys how to breathe better.
I think we should start a service like to bus all of the homeless to Miami during the winter.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they stay.
Why can't the homeless flock like the birds? When you see all the birds moving down south.
How do they?
Yeah, they all come back. Springtime, all the hobos are like
with their little hobo chicks.
Yeah. I mean, like I got a little hobo baby.
It's a little adorable hobo chick.
Let's throw it in the dumpster to keep warm.
If you don't have a permanent residence and all you do is just wander around. Wander just somewhere nice.
Right. I mean, they got to be walking all day long anyways. They have to be accustomed to lots of walking.
All right. In my drinking career, I've slept in some fucking terrible situations.
Totally.
Nothing like these fucking dudes have. Like, I was at a buddy's house last weekend, and I slept on a hardwood floor. It was fucking freezing, but I was in a house. I was protecting. Well, so it was probably like 30 degrees. I had the worst sleep. Well, granted, I wasn't adapted, but how do these motherfuckers sleep on concrete in -1 degrees?
I slept in a homeless shelter, and it's fucking tough.
A shelter, though.
A shelter.
Yeah.
All right.
It's different. Yeah.
So you were homeless.
Huh?
You slept in your car.
Well, yeah, but there's times where.
And where were you sleeping in your car at?
Free parking, actually, believe it or not.
Well, but were you in like Cincinnati, Indiana?
No, I was in Colorado.
And what were you doing in Colorado?
Trying to restart my life thinking.
So you just drove out there like on a mission to like
pretty much to
have girls
kind of get homeless and then like force myself to.
You were gonna force the homeless to do what?
Force myself, I said.
Is that when they legalized weed? You just want to go?
No, this is way after that, actually.
Like a reset button?
Yeah, like a reset. And
like you were tired of all the girls here calling you gay, so you're like, maybe if I changed states.
Well, they actually only did the whole gay thing this past year, so this is like a couple.
So maybe homeless works.
This is a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You just wanted to go like.
I wanted to refresh and go out in the mountains and did all that. I camped out there, and
Yeah, but what about the forcing
I
of
almost
homeless
didn't get
girls?
I went into a funny story about when I was out there that like I was awoken to these cattle that were being trying to be put back into their trailer.
Were you in your car or just camping?
I was camping out, but then I still have my tent out there and everything. It was the next day.
So
were you flying solo or? Yeah. I was out there.
No, this wasn't like Brokeback Mountain.
No.
Herding
all
sheep.
by myself.
And you found Alex.
This isn't your cuddly cuteness fucking story. Anyway.
If you put a cowboy hat on a sheep, does it count?
No, it was the funniest thing because these cattle, like, they were going like everywhere trying to get them, and they couldn't get them, and I was like kind of laughing, but they were like kind of far and I couldn't hear me, and then like they were getting really close to me, and they went across like this really steep kind of like a stream riverbank little thing next to me where I had to fire and everything, and they still couldn't catch them, and it was like they never caught them, and they kept on going around and around trying to get them to get in the trailer, and they were so fucking close, and like I'm over here dying laughing, and the dude actually like apologized, thinking like he was interrupting me or whatever. I'm just over here just like by the fire, just getting warm and laughing at him because I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, I was eating total garbage.
He had a piece of fucking cardboard.
I didn't have much to work with. I didn't have much to work with, but I had garbage.
You'll be surprised with the nutrients a piece of cardboard could give you.
So
Wait,
and then I didn't fucking. I stayed up, and then look, I took a nap later on, but they left and didn't get them in the trailer. They didn't get the cattle in the trailer.
They just said fuck it.
Like they went to go get something to eat, and then like came back, and then like night fell, and I was like looked, and the trailer was still there. There was no cattle beer. No. I woke up the next day and they were gone. And I never knew if they'd.
So quick question. All right, so you were homeless and you were needing food. Did you like get underneath a cow and just like jerking a fucking like a udder
like Luke Skywalker?
I wish I would have been able to do that.
I mean, yeah, they did in The Last Jedi. Shit, Luke Skywalker did it. Don't feel shame. I would have done the same goddamn shit.
Jedi milk.
Hey, you gotta survive.
If I had opportunity, I would have.
So we're diving into some of these hobo survival tactics. All right, but yeah, you had a dome to roll with. I
had plenty to work with.
I kind of want to like figure out how these motherfuckers like. Do you think like the guys?
I think being out there though, like if you're away from the city, you can kind of work with the country though.
Yeah, the country can work in your favor.
Talk with other dudes and about. Like,
but in the city, you can also raid dumpsters and shit and squat.
Like, and there's more people to get money from.
And I guess there's
a guy that biked all the way out there from freaking like Virginia or West Virginia or something like that.
And you could use a dumpster for like just dig down.
Yeah, just bury yourself in garbage and stay warm that way.
Can you imagine that though? Like Jesus Christ, these guys are dedicated.
If you had to, yeah, if you fucking had to.
Biking all the way from the East Coast to
I'm not talking
Colorado.
about biking. I'm talking about digging in a dumpster to sleep and stay alive for the night.
Well,
See, I was thinking about this, and I know we've talked about the apocalypse before, but I feel like if that happens, homeless people are so set up to thrive in the apocalypse. Like, I almost feel like it'd even be better for them. Like, they can start, like, fucking just raiding stores and, like, getting, like, fucking food that way. Like, and squatting in places where people, like, used to live but they're dead now. Like, absolutely. I feel like they should be rooting for the fucking apocalypse of homeless.
I think we should start, like, maybe looking to the homeless and fucking figuring out how they do it. Fuck all that goddamn naked and afraid bullshit. It's hobos and a rat, right?
Right, hobos and a fucking rat.
I mean, motherfuckers are doing it in the concrete jungles, not out in goddamn Siberia or whatever. But yeah, fucking A, man. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. The thing that I always wonder, though, like, is people give, like, dollars to homeless people, right? And eventually, I'm sure they can use that to either, like, buy themselves food, or if they get enough, like, maybe get a hotel room for the night, or just stay in a hostel or whatever.
God, if I knew it was going to a hotel room for the night in this temperatures, I totally would have gave them money.
Right? But here's what I wonder. Once you get into that position where you're living on the streets, how the fuck do you even acquire a job at that point?
Yeah.
Like,
that's why it's...
Because you don't have an address.
It's so long for them to get where they are, and they usually just give up because it is hard to start from nothing.
Right. Yeah. Like, you don't have an address, you don't have clean clothes, you don't have the ability to shower.
You don't have your social security.
Yeah, you have nothing.
And even if you do, like...
That's why I feel like giving them money is one thing, but we should have something set up to where we can
like
truly rehabilitate them.
But where the fuck are they going to wash their, like, McDonald's uniform at? Everybody's like... Makes it sound so easy.
Because you're not going to get a paycheck for like 3 weeks.
Like that can only get really jobs like at bars and stuff like that like need desperate help.
Well, so when you went to Colorado, did you just were on a mission to be homeless?
I was actually able to actually get a job though.
But were you trying to get or you were just doing like a soul searching thing?
But did you have savings though?
I only had a little bit, not as much as I wish I had.
And
I ran into some.
How long were
I ran
you
into
without
some
like
preemptive,
showering?
No, I was able to shower and that was pretty consistent. And it was able to. There were some really cheap places there.
Campgrounds and stuff.
Get a membership to a
so
fitness
you
center.
weren't that fucking homeless.
But no, but when at the end though, no, I was because at the end there, like for the last few weeks, I wasn't able to get as clean as I wish I could have, and I was definitely when I came back, I was definitely smelling bad. People let me know.
See, I figured if I was homeless, like I would totally have a membership to a fitness club.
I was told
because you figure that's like $20
that's exactly
a month.
what I was told too, is to do that. Yeah, I was told. Yeah, that was
like
Planet Fitness.
Yeah, like a 24-hour fitness center. You can go in there and get warm. You can take a shower.
In Cincinnati, they got this skywalk to where I work. It like connects all the buildings because it's so fucking frigid. And like you'll go through that, and you'll see
people.
You'll see them sleeping, and it's like right on, man. I'm not gonna bother you, but dude, these motherfuckers are gladiators. Seriously, Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
in the apocalypse, they're winning.
Winning.
They're gonna win.
Oh, dude.
Always want that guy or girl that has some serious life experience.
Oh yeah.
Going into an apocalypse.
Well, dude, they'll know how to survive. We're fucked because we're
too comfortable.
Yeah.
We're too fucking comfortable.
We're sitting in heat, drinking our beers.
We'll keep on trying to look at our phones like, what's going on though? Dude, there's nothing. There's no electronic.
Michael Benjamin's the only one that's gonna potentially make it because he has a taste for trash
and human flesh.
That's right.
Not that one just yet.
Michael Benjamin.
Not that I'm aware of.
If we're in the apocalypse, will you pee on me to stay warm?
I don't need to pee on you. Why would I need to pee on you?
Can we pee on each other to stay warm?
I don't need to do all that.
Will you pee on your? So you saying you just can pee on yourself? Because I thought it was a pee party.
It's not a thing.
What about the
You're
friction?
making stuff up.
And
cool.
pee and friction.
Yeah, but the
much cooler than
newspaper's
that,
gonna freeze.
If you pee on it, yeah.
We'll be warm.
Pissy frozen
Show you
newspaper.
All right. So shout out to the hobos, our goddamn Game of Thrones warriors. Fuck the wall. The guys on the wall in Game of Thrones don't have shit on the hobos in Cincinnati and hobos elsewhere in the northern states. Fuck the southern states. That doesn't count. That's a vacation. But
homelessness is a vacation in the South.
I mean, technically in the South, it's just camping.
Who has the warmest pee?
Eskimos.
Assumedly the biggest person?
Wait,
Fat Eskimos.
do you guys want me to pee on
I don't
you?
know if that's
I have to piss right now. I can give you guys all a taste.
Or do we all pee the same
I'm not
temperature
cold.
because of average body
We're homeless.
temperature thing. I don't think we're just like,
Can you imagine like a piss-filled beard of Michael Benjamin frozen?
Just all crazy. It's all yellow. I actually can't imagine that.
It's red and orange, not yellow.
What's that dude on Game of Thrones with the red beard? It's fucking
The lifeling or whatever.
yeah, Michael Benjamin. It's like yellow sickle, fucking.
Yellow sickle.
All right, so I kind of want to dive into something else. By the way, hobos, you're with me. I will be one day, and I hope you guys show me the ways.
We all should be.
Yes.
We'll all pee on
We'll
each
migrate
other.
south.
Not so much for
Yeah, I'll be down south. All you northern
We're out
hobos,
west. We're out west.
I'm pretty sure you're not listening to this podcast.
That'd be
You got
really weird if they were.
yeah, you got other shit to worry about.
There's cafes and internet access stuff places.
All right, so I kind of want to dive into what if a hobo fucked your wife?
I'm not married, but
All right,
are you
so-
asking
so-
about like if
All right, well,
fucks a married woman?
Let me rephrase that. So, like, how do you guys feel about dudes that bang married chicks? No go, yo go, dude doesn't.
I wouldn't fuck a married chick. I would. Well,
All right, yeah, okay. Think about that for a little bit. So
I probably would.
All right,
I would.
All right, you don't know the husband.
I bet you would.
You're out hanging out. You're meeting this chick. You're totally fucking jiving with her.
Yeah.
You don't know the husband.
Do I see a ring? Does she have the ring hidden?
Well, if she's gonna be out fucking, she's probably
She's got the
hiding
ring
it.
on.
You 100% know that she is married.
So
All right, no.
Wait,
Don't let her cut. Wait. All right.
We're gonna wait on that.
All right.
scenario.
All right.
Play it out, Brad.
You're fucking jiving with this bitch, and all right, okay, maybe it got brought up that she's married. Never met the guy, you don't know him.
Did get brought up
so we do know. Okay, so the
all right, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's say it got brought up. Let's say it got brought up. It got brought up.
We know. Okay, fair enough. We know.
But you don't know the dude, and you're having a good time. You're fucking like, dude. It's like, yeah, it's working. Like this is.
It depends on the circumstances. So, and here's what I say, like, I would say, like, if she's married, I'd be like, okay, like, are you planning on getting a divorce? Are you guys having trouble? Or is this just straight up infidelity? Like, if like, the dude's, like, an asshole and he's, like, maybe a prick to her or abusing her, then, yeah, like, I feel like that's an open window because she's tired of it and maybe she's ready for the relationship to end. But
all right, yeah, fair enough.
And you think you're going to be able to learn enough about this chick and test her enough within that allotted amount of time, 15, 20, 35, 45 minutes of that night or whatever that goes on,
Well,
I've seen great relationships spawn from fidelity.
Yes, I know. There's
I have.
all kinds
And
of millions of movies made about it.
No, I've seen it firsthand. Something that spawned into a beautiful relationship.
Started from infidelity.
Infidelity, yes. And yes, absolutely.
I know.
So, like, I think, like I said, I think it really just depends on the circumstances. Like, if a woman says she's truly unhappy and she intends to end the relationship, but she's currently in the relationship, I think that's okay. But if she says, like, I have no intention of leaving my husband, my husband's not satisfying me, but I'm going to stay with him because of the kids or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, well, which most women fucking do.
Yeah,
but
I don't know, I'd hesitate.
All right. You would hesitate.
I want to hear a woman's opinion on this.
Hold on.
Okay, we're going to hold on the woman's opinion.
All right, you would hesitate. All right, you don't know this husband at all. You have nothing
Wow,
to
very surprised.
think about. All right.
You would say you would hesitate.
I would hesitate.
I wouldn't. I would be like, let's fucking party. Guy party.
I would hesitate. I'm not saying I would.
My penis, your fucking vagina.
I'm not saying I would stop. I'm just saying I would hesitate. I really think it depends on the situation.
You don't know this dude at all. Like, all right. You gotta think. Yes, there could be potential backlash if like something other than a one night stand started.
Where am I fucking her?
Probably your house.
Okay.
Because you're not going back to her house unless you're getting a hotel.
And only anal.
Condom or no?
You just made it irresistible for him.
Condom or no condom?
Yeah, you definitely made it yours.
Well, you definitely want to do condom because you don't want to knock her up.
No, we're doing anal. There's no threat.
You're sitting there thinking, oh, well, you don't want to fucking... Dude, that's the best way to spread disease.
Yeah, either way, I think I'd be in if anal's involved.
All right, so yeah, okay. Chester's down. All right, Cuddly.
What an interesting perspective to be from that angle.
All right, I know you're down with anal, but if if you saw a dude and a dude approached you, but he was married, and he was like, "Oh, Cuddly, I want to fucking suck on your earlobes and give you kisses and
I want you to fuck me better than my husband does."
Now, would you? And he's like a hot dude, and you want to fucking bang him out. Would you bang him out and feel guilty because he was married to some dude you've never met or give a shit about? Like he wasn't married to Michael Benjamin? Well, yeah, I mean... would you fucking bang
Can you
this
imagine
dude?
like the garbage buffet at that?
It's like Ponderosa
of garbage.
Garbage Rosa. It's like, yeah, I'll have that. Give me a little bit of that cardboard and some of that plastic.
I don't think Rumpke caters.
Maybe they should.
Here's to that happening.
Yeah. God party.
Rumpke catering.
Rumpke catering.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
For our listeners that are not in the Cincinnati area, Rumpke is our local garbage collector.
Yeah, it's like, dude, they've got a mountain.
Rumpke is our local grocery. How odd is that?
That's
what are they doing over
Kroger.
there? No.
Of course he's saying Rumpke's local.
I said
local
Rimke.
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 Biggs. What Biggs turned into.
Yeah.
That's Jungle Jim's.
No, not Eastgate Bay.
No,
It's right down the street, man.
Remke is the grocer.
No,
Remke is the garbage.
I know, that's what I was
All
trying
right.
to say. How
Well, let's get back to like banging broads and banging married
Honestly,
broads.
like I really feel like I like to say I'd hesitate, but if a girl's aggressive enough, I totally would succumb.
Thank you.
Totally
Thank
succumb.
you. Thank you. All right. Well,
Bullshit, Mike.
he's working on his celibacy.
That's true.
All right,
I've always been working
would
on
you
it.
do it? Fucking smoking hot dude that's ready to like
Chris Hemsworth.
get down. Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. What's your preference for a dude?
Like, what would be ideal?
Do you like blondes or brunettes or
Actor. Choose an actor.
Yeah, choose an actor.
Maybe like Emil Hirsch.
All right, if Emil Hirsch came up to you and be like, I want to suck your fucking dong off, and I want to fucking have you ream my butthole till it bleeds. But I'm married.
But my husband can't know.
But my husband can't know.
One of these married
and
check.
All
I was
right,
gonna say
or
that's
my wife
a
can't
lot more.
know.
or your wife.
That's
husband.
probably a more realistic
All
scenario.
right. What do you give a fuck? Do you? I mean,
Here's how I feel. Honest to God, I feel like people make their own decisions, so you're responsible for what you're deciding.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can live with whatever XYZ explanation you think the other person consequence is going to occur,
all right. Yeah.
then you should just do what you feel that you are okay with doing.
I do feel like if somebody is willing to cheat, that relationship is probably in trouble enough that it's either dead or dying.
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
But should you?
And that's not on your shoulders.
Should you being the fucking guy that acted on it?
No.
Yeah, you shouldn't be held in any fucking disregard.
That was
no.
their decision.
That's right.
If I was married,
fucking right.
if I was married, I would not be pissed at the dude. I would be pissed at my wife.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, I'm not disagreeing, but at the same time, I'm just saying that I would want to have made sure she's
Unless
not
it's a buddy.
fucking just a, because they just had a fight or whatever, and they're not really.
Still, that
splitting
bitch
up,
shouldn't
you
be
know what
out
I'm saying?
doing that shit. I get that.
That doesn't make me too teeth.
It doesn't make what you do right.
Listen, that doesn't. Listen,
But goddamn, you're a dude.
That
You
doesn't-
gotta get your fuck on.
I don't.
And B,
I don't,
without
though.
those
I don't
injections, I don't think
need
you
with
need to be
someone who I
worried.
don't
Hey,
want to do that with.
I mean, I would think about it if
I'm
it was
sorry,
somebody
I'm
I
weird
gave a
like
shit
that.
about. But I've never met the husband. I don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry,
I
weird
don't
like
give
that,
a
where-
fuck.
Or it's not so much caring about him, but caring about
Let's
her.
get
and,
the
like,
female
kind of person
perspective.
she is.
Well, let's get your perspective.
Just because you can doesn't mean you fucking should. And it would be really fucking shitty if one day your wife cheats on you and then you come back, you cheating bitch. Well, so the fuck are you?
You know how many fucking
It takes
bitches
two.
have fucking fucked me over?
But are you a cheater if you fuck somebody that's married but you're not married? That's not. You're not a cheater. You're fucking somebody that's a cheater.
I don't think
It should be on the fucking cheater, not the dude.
If you want to, that is all fine. The point that I was making is the man should not be fucking praised for boning married women.
Oh, no.
Listen, hear me out. Married women are the easiest bitches to fuck. They are, hands down. I'm sorry, but it's the goddamn truth.
Absolutely fucking not.
You're the exception. You are. But other than that, fucking married chicks are easier than fucked. I swear to God, I have fucked more married chicks than I have single chicks.
You scandalous bastard.
Dude, it sucks, but it's the goddamn truth.
I don't think that you should feel as comfortable as you do.
I don't give a fuck. If I don't know the dude, why should I give a fuck?
And for you.
Why?
Not just for her and her fucking husband, who you give zero shits about. And the fact that you care more about a homeless man freezing on the street who's probably fucking there because of something he did to himself. You're willing to do that to another family.
It's just like Brandon said earlier, fucking...
So you don't care about strangers unless it benefits you, and then I don't give a fuck about
I don't know that dude.
I don't know that guy.
That dude's a
but
stranger.
I feel so fucking sorry for this homeless.
But what's the situation in the
Vagina
relationship?
rules the world. Vagina fucking owns everything. Dude, when it comes down to
but
it,
we don't have to act like it.
He's working out because
And
he
you
wants to
don't
get
have
laid.
to give vagina
Cuddly's
power
working out
either.
because he wants
That's
to fucking
not
bang
why I'm
dudes.
working out.
Basically
Working out.
I
saying
want to
you're
lose
a
weight
fucking animal,
we all are fucking
We
animals.
really are.
and that you cannot do anything.
This
that
guy
unless
went to
your penis
Vegas
tells you
and
to
paid
do.
for it.
And that was his conscious decision
Me?
I said
on his
Yes.
own,
Oh, yeah.
single, no kids. He saved up the money for it. That's fucking fine.
So I'm supposed so I'm at a bar and I'm hanging out with a
Based on your
bitch that's coming on to me, and she's giving me the okay advances, and I'm supposed to sit there and think, oh, maybe she has a fucking kid at home with a husband. Why the fuck is she there to begin with?
It doesn't have to be you though. You can turn her down. Your
Why
dick
the-
is not ground fucking
Hey,
zero
hey,
for all your
guess what?
goddamn decisions.
Guess what? When I turn it down, somebody else is fucking it.
And
So why
that-
shouldn't
and
I
that's-
complete?
And that's
I'm
his
gonna
dick,
complete.
That's his
I'm
dick
sorry.
making his decision.
Well,
you act
I am
like you
morally
cannot.
damaged, but I am gonna fuck that
Men
broad.
shouldn't make decisions solely on their dicks, and they can't blame their
That's why
for all
men
their decisions either.
fucking function.
Can you give
is
me this?
because of their dicks.
Can you give me this? In that situation, it's more on the woman than the man.
Oh,
It
she's
is.
the fucking cheater. But my
Right.
point was in this whole discussion that we had was he doesn't have to.
It can be either
He
or
does
for any
not
scenario
fucking
you
have
make
to
it
bone a
be.
married
Do you,
chick.
do you still consider the dude a piece
Oh,
of shit
I'm
in
not.
that scenario?
I'm not
Yes.
looking. I'm not looking for married chicks.
Absolutely.
But if a married chick's gonna fucking sit there and tango
Have
with me,
some fucking moral fiber.
And
what
then
if,
I'm gonna
what if
find
somebody's
out-
married but separated?
Fine.
Okay.
what the fuck is that? Married but separated. Of course it's okay. They're married and separated.
Or married but having like a tough time, or the girl's like I hate my husband or whatever.
Okay, don't be bringing in more sub.
I need garbage,
categories,
Michael
all right?
Benjamin.
No more subcategories.
No, this is. I want to fucking. This is bullshit.
That's where I say
The
circumstance.
fucking
That's where I say
bitch
circumstance.
that comes out and fucks a dude. That is on her, not the fucking
But
dude.
you have
No
to have
one's
some
saying that.
responsibility
No one's
in your
saying
life outside of your penis making your decisions. That includes.
Oh, I'm
other-
supposed
Okay,
to like fucking
so
do a background check before I'm about
smoking
to have
hot
sex.
14-year-old who might be
Well,
fucking 18.
that's different. That's
walks
totally
into-
fucking
oh,
different.
is it? But she's down on you, dude. She got in that bar
And
for
you know,
21,
she shouldn't be
even
in
though
that
she's
bar.
only fucking
All right.
14. So that makes it okay.
All right,
No, it
fucking a
doesn't.
married chick is legal. Fucking a
What do you-
But a
14-year-old is
grown
a
ass
crime.
woman that should
Why are
know
you
better.
bringing- why are you
That they
bringing
let their
14-year-olds
fucking husband
in
go
this?
to work
Break it
every
down. Bring it
day?
down.
Hey,
We're
No,
fucking-
no.
Bring it
Hold on,
down.
no, bring it
Fuck
down.
that.
Why are you bringing 14-year-olds into this? This is like no.
Yeah, why are you bringing 14-year-olds into grown
18-year-olds
women?
aren't going to be there
14-year-olds are different than grown
21-year-olds are the ones that are
You
going to be there.
can't blame all the decisions you make
Don't
in
even bring
sexual
any of that in
situations
here.
on your dick.
I'm not blaming it on my dick. My dick's okay.
But you're saying you have
Bitch wants
to bone,
to fuck.
you have
He's
to bone
saying
that
that
married
women
I'm gonna
have a
bone her,
mutual
yes.
thing going on.
If she's
mutual-
married, I'm gonna
Listen,
fuck her. I don't
listen.
give a fuck.
No,
I don't know the dude.
Brad,
I'm
I
not
know.
like, oh god, she's married. I want to fuck her. But if she's married and I don't know, I don't give a fuck.
I know,
If
Brad.
she's coming, all right.
I know, and that's what
If
I'm
I
saying.
don't know the husband, fuck it.
Yeah, and that's where you guys both need to understand is that there's a mutual thing there with women and men that were, hey, they're gonna make their own choice and do this and that, and like, hey, they gotta face the consequences when it comes to their fucking play.
I just don't know how the man gets fucking like crucified on this.
All right, so
I'm not saying crucified.
Like when the woman is taking the man's fucking paycheck and going out and being a fucking hoochie, and then the fucking guy's just like, I'm gonna fuck, yeah, she's a hot broad, I'm gonna fucking totally bang her. Who wouldn't? Who
All right.
fucking wouldn't?
More
So-
people shouldn't.
Well, more people shouldn't, but that's not the world we live in. It's
But maybe
not.
it could be if you fucking tried.
Well, not with Donald Trump in power.
So now Donald Trump
Not even
controls
Donald
your dick.
Trump. It's just the world we live in. Nobody gives a fuck about anyone. I've known people for 20 years that don't give a fuck about me. And you think somebody's going to give a fuck about some husband that they've never fucking met? I'm sorry. It just doesn't work that way. And it's unfortunate, but that is the world we live in.
I care.
You care, and you're one of the few.
We all care,
And
Brad.
you've got a great husband, and
Stephanie.
you're loyal as fuck. But unfortunately, not every fucking wife or husband is that way.
Can I say
we know,
something
we
here?
know it's not.
I don't want to make this a gender thing, but just speaking from like a guy's perspective, It is insanely hard to turn down pussy.
Yes.
It is so
I
hard.
don't think that's a valid excuse.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is at all.
You're talking about a single guy fucking a married
I'm just
chick.
saying that, honestly.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, like, a girl could come to me and be like,
turn down in a second.
Like, a fucking hot girl could come
But
up to
you're
me and be like,
asexual.
I have herpes.
No, I'm not, goddammit. I love fucking
And I'd be like, well, like, a hot girl could come up to me like, I've got herpes and it's inflamed right now, but do you want to fuck? I'd be like, well, double bag in the night.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's
when you're a single dude.
when you're a single dude, and especially dudes like
us.
fucking Guy Party.
we don't get a lot of
We
time.
don't fucking get a lot of chicks.
Yeah.
And so, I'm sorry, but when the circumstance, I don't care what the circumstance is. If unless it's like, I will say, if it's like a bros chick, that's different.
Yes, that's different. That's a whole different
That's
ballpark.
a whole different ballpark. But if it's a dude that you don't know and a chick is complaining about her marriage or whatever,
And she's over to your house to fuck?
then I say
Yeah.
green light. I say fucking
Green light, absolutely.
These guys
my
know, but
perspective-
I don't.
As
My
shitty as
perspective
it
in that is that if she's willing to do it, then that marriage is in trouble. And honestly, that marriage is on the outs anyway.
She shouldn't be there to begin with.
It's not my
shouldn't be there,
responsibility
yeah,
to
you're
pull
right.
back from that.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody knows that she shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So it's
but
more
that's
on,
not
it's
his.
more on,
That guy's
it's way more on her.
responsibility to pull
Who said
back.
she shouldn't be there to begin with?
Well, I mean,
It's way more on her.
She
We all
chose to
agree
get
she shouldn't be
married.
there.
Yeah, and she chose to go hang out with this person.
And you choose to sleep with a married woman.
Yes, but what does he owe that motherfucker? Not a goddamn thing.
And I will say this. If I found out, if like, let's just say I didn't know, or even if I did and I was just drunk and I still did it, I would feel a little bit guilty. I would feel a little bit guilty about it. I'm not gonna lie, I would.
Because in the direct.
But that's not gonna stop me. It's not going to stop me because I don't have the opportunity. And maybe that's a shitty thing for me to do, but I don't fucking care. Now, if it's a bro, like if like Brad's dating a girl and I'm
2 girls.
and I'm at a Halloween party and I
Well, yeah, you know.
and I have toys, maybe I won't.
But why get mad at the dude? The bitch shouldn't have fucking been in that situation.
So
she shouldn't even fucking put herself in that situation.
Can we call this out a little bit?
No. No. It is what it is. The bitch was a fucking skank.
But that's what I'm saying.
and she put him in the situation.
But you're more mad at the girl than the dude.
Yes, I was.
Which is ridiculous because,
Why?
well, she did it to him, but he did it to his buddy as well.
Yeah, but the bitch should have never engaged.
Neither should the guy.
I will give you that.
that's true.
In this situation, you
And it's your bro.
And that's even worse, too, because the guy and the girl have been, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month together? The dude and the dude have been friends for decades. Even fucking worse.
I will give you that.
All right.
But is it does expectation, like when you're like, that's just that dude, when you expect that from that dude, does it
If
make
you
it
hang
I
out
think it
with
makes it
dudes
different.
that could
Come on.
potentially
Yeah,
bone your
yeah.
bitch, 1, maybe you shouldn't be friends with that dude.
The
2,
whole-
you gotta be confident in your bitch.
Like, I mean, if that were
Well,
to happen, it would be funny. But,
I figured he fucking
You probably
weeded
shouldn't
it
be
out.
dating her. You probably shouldn't be friends with him.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I think, like, okay, everyone involved in the direct, consequence, is gonna should or not feel something of like, what was the outcome. You know what I mean?
All right, but yeah, like back to there's a fucking broad. You don't know the husband, and she's coming at you. Nail it.
For guys like us, it's hard to turn down that. Even if we know the
I
circumstances.
haven't turned it down.
I just wish
I
you could
would.
understand that you do have the power to turn
We
it
have
down.
the power.
I understand that, but
Okay,
do
we
I
have
want
the-
to?
we
I
have
mean,
we have the ability. I don't like to think we have the power. We have the ability, but honestly, like for guys, I can speak for myself. For guys like myself who don't get laid that much, if I'm in that situation, it's gonna be super fucking hard to turn that down.
I'm sorry.
Really fucking hard to turn that down.
I don't see it the same way as you guys do.
Oh, let's hear Michael
I'm
Benjamin.
not, that obsessed with it like as you guys are.
Because you
I
like both
see it.
things?
I see it as a thing of like
You just watch Brunfuck all the time.
Where I want the I want the emotion with the the.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
Like,
that makes it better. Yeah.
I've always thought that's the better of the two. Of the non-emotional.
I was banging a married chick that brought me fucking dinner every night. I mean, like. Yeah, at the end of the day, I knew, like, yeah, I'll never, like, have her that way, but, like, like,
See,
you still have
it just depends on the circumstance, because I feel like in that situation, the chick that's married, if she's dating you and bringing you dinner and all that shit, her marriage has got to be on the outs.
Yeah, and then, like, all right, a dude that's fucking a married chick, like, once you do that, expect a husband to show up, probably with a shotgun, but you've made that bed.
That's like,
but now I will say that
like chaos.
It's a fucking dick move to target married chicks.
No, yeah,
that's fucking different.
Yeah, well, I agree.
Some dudes will target
marrying chicks is bullshit.
What if the relationship is going on? You absolutely fucking know that she has no intention on leaving her husband, and you continue to bone her, even though you now know the husband. You're not friends, but you know of him. They're carrying on with your life, and you're like some creepy fuck in the background, just waiting for her to get 5 minutes without him.
Well, that's the one I was fucking, but I was cool with her not coming to me, but she brought me dinner every night. Like, I was like, let's bang when we can. I don't give a fuck. Like,
all right, so I don't feel like holding back on this podcast.
Yeah, let's let it rip.
So I was married.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I told you I wasn't going to hold back. I'm not going to name names, but I was married, and when my ex and I separated, there were some hookups with friends, and honestly, that didn't bother me. And
well, emotionally and mentally, your relationship is done.
Exactly.
And in a marriage, you have to reach that point before the divorce papers even get
and that's
brought
why I'm
up.
saying it depends on the circumstance. And so, and honestly, I'm still friends with those people that are my friends that hooked up with my ex-wife, and so I think that's totally fine. So it really depends on the circumstance. If a guy is having sex with a married chick that's on when the relationship is on the outs, that's totally fucking fine. But if it just, I don't know. I'd like to say that if a chick is if saying that she has no intention of leaving her husband, that I wouldn't do it, but I know the fucking guy in me. If she starts rubbing my dick,
yeah, man,
I'm not gonna fucking stop her.
Cuddly. If a dude started rubbing your dick and he was married, not Michael Benjamin. Don't look at him. Would you start?
You holier than
Would you start bonging that dong?
Who's married, me or him?
All right, what's your favorite? Like James Franco is like married to Seth Rogen, but he started
Neil
rubbing
Hirsch.
on you.
Remember?
Neil Hirsch. He started rubbing all over you.
Didn't you already ask him that?
Michael Benjamin.
I think we did talk about him. Is he in that movie?
You definitely already asked him.
Where he went out into the wild or whatever, Into the Wild.
Yeah, Into the Wild.
That's a good movie.
Oh, is that dude?
Yeah,
he was in Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah,
Justin Timberlake's in that.
Yeah, isn't he?
And Into the Wild, he was kind of homeless.
The dude,
talking about
the Russian actor that died a year or two ago, or last year, I think, or no, 2015, I think. The one dude who was in
played
Star Trek.
Chekhov on Star Trek.
Yeah, he died, but he was in Alpha Dog. He was the kid.
He
did.
Yeah, fucking Jeeps.
All right, so
I thought he was so cute.
Jeep rolled off on him. That's fucking
we're getting sidetracked. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. All right, everyone is gonna leave with their thought about dudes banging married chicks. So we're gonna go this way. All right, I'm gonna start off like, all right, if a dude's coming to you and she's approaching you and she's texting you to hang out at the park, fuck that broad. As long as you don't know the husband. Stephanie?
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Michael Benjamin?
I mean, it is all circumstantial, It's scenario based. I can't say one way or the other because, like I said, I personally know that I would be, this way, not wanting to go so immediately. and do that, but not to say that somebody else wouldn't. It is up to each other, each other's, choice to go and do what they want to fucking do and, have sex or not. But I mean, I don't know, they shouldn't be condoned or condemned for it. I mean,
Cuddly.
I think that people are grown-ups and have to make their own decisions, and they have to expect consequence with some of those decisions.
Yes.
So having that in mind, then you are
Yep.
making the decision you're making, and you have to be able to live with that.
Yep.
I think the morality in me would like to say that in that situation I would say no, but I know the fucking beast, the animal inside of me, in that situation would probably not say no when I have
Guy
boobies
party.
or fucking pussy or butthole in my face.
And a bitch that approaches you.
And honestly, guys are animals, and when we get in that situation,
Sorry.
it is just
Game
fucking.
over.
It's fucking hard to say no. It's so fucking hard to say no.
And when Chester says it, that apologizes to prostitutes. Game over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us on a hobo special and a fucking fuck married women special. Until next time, we love you guys. Guy party.
Guy party!
Woo! Yeah.
Shots.
Yes.